let's move on to this, as John says, shall we? This is very exciting, as John and I have been opining Shogun, both the original and then, of course, the new series, which we were, I think, both dubious about before we heard, because it took a long time from the time they announced it to the time we finally saw it. And then Shogun comes out and blows us all away. Cosmo Jarvis as John Blackthorne was terrific. And, of course, Anna Sawai was a revelation. And then we have Toranaga-san himself. And
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Oh, my God. And he's been in Japanese films playing ninjas, playing warriors since he was a teenager.
Wasn't he Silver Samurai too?
Oh yeah. And no, was he Silver
Samurai? I think so.
I think he played Silver Samurai in that Wolverine film.
Yeah.
And also, he produced the show.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be, I think, one of the great television surprises. It was so beautifully produced. I mean, you had Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross doing the music for it. The production was just unbelievable. But the thing is, it's based on a novel that ended. Yeah. So once the story was told, there was no more story to tell. So what were they going to do? Well, we found out today that they are bringing the cast back. They are telling a new story. They're making a time jump 10 years into the future, but it will be based on actual history, and it will be going, yes, beyond the James Clavell original novel. But I think it's great to see this cast come back. John, what'd you think? Should they do this? Is it a good idea? Are you excited? What's up?
Well, yeah, I mean, the two big, well, first of all, you're talking about a show that set all the records for Emmy wins in a single season. Like it didn't just break the record, it shattered the record. I think the record was 14, I think. But anyway, they won 18 Emmys in 1 year, including best series, best writing. They got best lead actor, best lead actress. I mean, it just swept all of them. It's incredible. Now, the only question was going to be, once they announced they were going to do a season 2, which again surprised some people because, like you said, Rob, the books are over. It was the book and it's done. So the two big questions I had as a fan of the series going into any season 2 announcement was, I mean, obviously Hiroyuki Sanada was going to be back as Toranaga. That was without a question. But I wasn't 100% sure that Cosmo Jarvis would be back as John Blackthorne. So that was the one question I had. Would he be back? The second question I had was, will they pick up where the first one leaves off, or will there be some kind of time jump? And in this announcement, they efficiently answer both questions at once. So it will be a continuing examination of this, two completely different creatures in Toranaga and Blackthorne and their relationship as that progresses. And it's interesting that they're jumping ahead 10 years. Because, you look at something like Andor and it's like 1 year later, it's like, wow, a lot has happened in that 1 year. So them jumping 10 years, I mean, that gives them the opportunity to really set whatever stage they want, like adhering to history still, but they can really kind of jump into any sort of story that they want at that point. So while I was surprised by 10 years, I actually think it's a pretty good idea because it gives them a lot of creative freedom there.
I think so too. I mean, look, this cast is incredible. And when you have a cast like that, it would be a shame to only see them once when you actually have, I mean, I understand Clavell only wrote one book about these characters, but with such a hit, why let that go? And they do have real history to draw upon. So there is places to go. And I think this creative team, I have faith. I have faith that they will do something incredible.
There's one bad piece of news in all this, though. One bad piece of news. No Anna Sawai.
I know.
I mean, look, I am leaving open the possibility that they faked her death and that somehow 10 years later she reemerges and they'll be like, what? And then she'll be there. But no, they're probably not going to do that. This isn't the MCU. We will probably not be getting Anna Sawai. And that is one strike against this series going into season 2.
But I mean, I think probably the plot machinations, and we just reported on her getting, she got another part. She's in another film, so
she's getting loads of them now. Yeah, she's getting offers left, right, and center.
She's we expect great things from Anna Sawai. And what a beauty she is. But too bad she won't be going back to the Tokugawa shogunate and living happily ever after with John Blackthorne, which probably is better for her character. Well, what do you guys think? Were you fans of Shogun? What do you think about Shogun Season 2? Go down there into the comments section and tell us what you think.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.